I saw it, not in a moment meant for truth, not in a place where hearts confess freely, but hidden, like a whisper buried between noise and silence. And somehow, out of all the seconds in this restless world, my eyes found it. As if fate itself held my hand and said, "Look, this is where their truth lives. You didn't write it for me, or maybe you did, but hid it behind distance, behind hesitation, behind that quiet fear you never admit exists inside you." And yet, there it was, not loud, not demanding attention, just real. And that's what shook me. Because love, the kind we pretend is easy, is never found in grand speeches or perfect words. It hides in comments we think no one will read, in sentences we delete twice before posting, in thoughts we bury because we're scared they might be too much. And yours was everything. I didn't feel anger. No, anger is loud, it burns fast, it disappears just as quickly. What I felt was quiet, heavy, beautiful, like standing alone under a sky full of stars, and suddenly realizing you've been looking at the wrong part of the sky your entire life. Because you've been carrying a universe inside you, and I only saw fragments. Until today. Tell me, how long have you been hiding like this? How many words have you swallowed before they reached me? How many times did your heart speak and your mind said, "No, not now"? I keep wondering, was it fear or love? Because sometimes they look the same. I remember that moment. You do too, don't you? When you started telling me your dream, and then stopped mid-sentence, mid-breath, like something inside you pulled you back before you could fall too far. I didn't push, I didn't ask, but now I know that silence wasn't emptiness, it was a door. And today, your comment opened it. Just a little. Just enough for me to see the light behind it. And God, that light, it wasn't loud, it wasn't perfect, it wasn't polished. It was soft, raw, honest. And it made my heart ache in a way I never expected. Not pain. No, something deeper. Something that says, this matters. Do you understand? What you gave me today, not a message, not a confession, not even a full truth. Just a piece, a fragment, a glimpse. And somehow, it was enough to change everything. I keep replaying it, your words. They don't sit still. They move. They breathe. They echo inside me, like they belong there. And I swear, I can hear your voice in them. Soft. Close. Like you're leaning in. Not speaking to the world, but to me. Even if you didn't mean to. And that's what makes it dangerous. Because now, I don't just want the parts you show. I want the pauses. The hesitations. The almost confessions. The things you type and delete. The truths you hide even from yourself. But listen to me carefully, I'm not rushing you. I'm not breaking your walls. I'm not demanding your secrets. No. I'm standing here, quietly, patiently, with open hands, waiting for the moment you decide. You don't need to hide anymore, because what you think is too much, is exactly what I want. There's something sacred about being seen without asking for it. And today, I saw you. Not the version you show the world. Not the version you think I expect. But you, unfiltered, unprotected, unaware. And somehow, that version feels like home. It scares me too. Don't think it doesn't. Because now I wonder, how many versions of you exist that I haven't met yet, how many hidden thoughts are waiting in corners I've never looked, how many quiet storms have you faced alone, while smiling at me like everything was fine, and yet, even with all that unknown, I'm not pulling away. I'm stepping closer. Because love, real love, isn't about knowing everything. It's about wanting to, choosing to, every single day. Your comment, it wasn't small. Don't ever think that. It was a door, a mirror, a whisper, a promise. And I'm still standing here, holding that moment. Like it's fragile. Like if I move too fast, it might disappear. But I won't let it. Because now that I've seen you, really seen you, I can't go back to loving you halfway. So if you're wondering what comes next, it's this: I won't force your truth out of you. I'll earn it. I won't question your silence. I'll understand it. I won't rush your heart. I'll walk beside it. And one day, maybe not today, maybe not tomorrow, but one day, you'll say everything you once hid. Not because you have to, but because you finally feel safe enough to. And when that moment comes, I'll be right here. Not surprised. Not overwhelmed. Just ready. Because the truth is, you didn't lose anything by hiding that comment. But you gave me everything when I found it. And now, I can't stop thinking, what else is waiting inside you, for me to discover? I sit with it, the more I realize. This wasn't just about a comment. It was about distance, the kind that doesn't show in kilometers, but lives quietly between two hearts that are trying to understand each other. Because tell me, how can someone feel so close, and yet still have corners you've never stepped into? I keep thinking about your silence, not the empty kind. No, yours is different. Yours is full. Full of things unsaid. Full of thoughts unfinished. Full of emotions you carefully fold away. like letters never sent. And today, one of those letters reached me. Do you know what that does? To someone like me, it makes me listen differently. Not just to your words, but to your pauses. Not just to your voice, but to the way it softens when something matters too much. Not just to what you say, but to what you choose not to. Because sometimes, what you hide speaks louder than what you reveal. And now I see it. I see the hesitation in your laughter. I see the weight behind your calm. I see the way your heart steps forward, and then pulls back. Like it's afraid of being seen too clearly. But let me tell you something, you don't have to protect yourself from me. Not like that. Not anymore. I'm not here to expose your secrets. I'm here to hold them gently until you're ready to place them in my hands yourself. And maybe that's what today was, not an accident, not coincidence, but a moment written somewhere, long before we ever met. A moment where your hidden truth would find its way to me, without you having to fight your fears. And I didn't break it. I didn't question it. I didn't turn it into something heavy. I just felt it deeply, quietly, completely. Because that's how your words deserve to be felt. Not analyzed, not judged, not rushed, but understood, like poetry that only reveals its meaning to the one who reads it with patience. And I did. I read you the way you've always wanted to be read. There's something I haven't said yet, something that's been sitting in my chest since the moment I saw it. Something I didn't want to rush into words, because it matters too much. It made me fall for you again. Not in the loud, dramatic way people talk about love. No. In a quieter way. A deeper way. The kind of falling that feels like coming home to a place you didn't know you missed. Because now I know, there's more of you. More layers. More stories. More emotions waiting beneath the surface. And instead of scaring me, it pulls me closer. I want to know the version of you that only exists when no one is watching. The one who writes things they never plan to show. The one who feels deeply, but chooses silence over explanation. The one who loves, but fears being misunderstood. That version of you, that's the one I want most. And I think, some part of you knows that. Maybe that's why you wrote it. Maybe that's why you didn't completely hide it. Maybe, somewhere deep inside, you wanted me to find it. Even if you'll never admit it, and that thought, it stays with me. It lingers like a soft echo I can't turn off. Because if that's true, if even a small part of you wanted to be seen, then I promise you this, I will never look at you with anything but understanding. You don't have to shrink your feelings. You don't have to filter your thoughts. You don't have to decide which parts of you are safe to show. With me, all of you is allowed. Even the messy parts. Even the confusing parts. Even the parts you don't fully understand yet. Especially those. Because love, real love, isn't about perfection. It's about presence. It's about staying when things aren't clear. It's about choosing someone, even when they're still figuring themselves out. And I choose you. Not just the version you show me, but the version I discovered today. The hidden one. The quiet one. The real one. And now, everything feels different. The next time you look at me, I'll know more. Not everything, but enough to see you deeper than before. The next time you hesitate, I won't push. I'll wait. Because I understand now what that hesitation holds. The next time you go quiet, I won't assume distance. I'll hear the words you haven't said yet. Because today, you taught me how to listen to you without needing you to speak. And that's something I'll never forget. So take your time. Hide what you need to hide, for now. Keep your secrets a little longer. But just know this. I've already found one. And I held it carefully. And I loved it. Like it was never meant to be hidden in the first place. And whenever you're ready, I'll be here. Still listening. Still feeling. Still choosing you. Again, and again, and again.